He's also kind of a big talker because he's like the worst.
Tom, this is sexy. Yeah?
Oh, you just like scream.
Oh, it's because I have headphones on, so I don't know how loud I'm.
Pretty loud.
It's alright, I'll take it. Good.
Pretty loud.
Yeah, pretty damn loud.
Put the song.
Stool Scenes, episode 60. A huge guest today. Light Switch, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I mean, very glad to have you. And Lou, if you're having a good enough time that you want to hang out with me more, maybe we can catch a game this weekend?
With my favorite client? One of my favorite clients?
Yeah, I mean, we could just break the fourth wall, I think. Fourth or third wall. These are your guys. Siki.
I've been behind the camera, I sold for the camera, and now I'm on the camera.
360.
Done it all.
SeatGeek, baby. You're gonna get $10 off, promo code SCENES. And honestly, I know we seem biased. This is the best place to get tickets. They grade them for you. They give you the best deals. It's so cool. What game? You going Sixers, Lou?
Probably go Sixers. We got Dave going to the Derby next week. We got it all happening.
We got it all happening.
SeatGeek takes care of this office. They're better than Social Security for this office.
They are the Social Security. So another game that you may be able to catch with a SeatGeek ticket is a New Jersey Devils game. And I caught myself in a little bit of trouble this weekend, Lou. I got a text from one of my friends to come out to a place called One Oak. Fine establishment. And we had a few cocktails. None of that was a problem, right, Lou? But afterwards, a couple of guys said, let's go back to the office. Maybe we'll have a couple beers there. And that's like what's the MTV thing where it's like, let me tell you how I ended up here. I made a bad decision, Lou, and I had a few of my friends back to the office. We had a few beers, and we didn't clean up. And that was a bad decision. Came in Monday morning, caught some heat. I didn't know if I was going to be in trouble. I didn't know what happened. I walked in. Erica said, come in my office now. Shut the door. And then Dave Portnoy got here. He also yelled at me. And if there's two people that you don't want mad at you, Lou, it's right there and right there. And then also, Tuesday night, I thought since the interactions were on the rundown and radio, I didn't put in Stool Scenes. It's like an avalanche, Lou. You make a lot of bad decisions. I'm here to cleanse my sins right now.
I mean, I can't believe you didn't put it in the Tuesday Still Scenes. That's a real cop-out.
It really wasn't a cop-out because everything was already out there, but I realize now that the first thing that I saw was everyone mad. I was like, oh, wow, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because you put everyone else's stuff in Still Scenes.
There's a lot of stuff that doesn't go in there that maybe saves a few people sometimes. So it is what it is, but it's here right now. Well, this is everything I got. So here it is.
Anything post-show? I know we're going to talk a little bit after you see the Nardini email.
No. Who was it?
Oh, that was YP.
Oh.
So YP had a party here.
YP had a little kegger here.
I guess 5 a.m. and decided not to clean up.
5 a.m.?
Oh, yeah, he was here. YP, I think, thinks this is his apartment of some sort.
That's a wild move.
I should have cleaned up. That was wrong. That was stupid.
Yeah, what was the cleanup thought process in your head there? Just walk away?
No, I mean, there was more cups and stuff that I cleaned up, and then I don't know, I left those ones on the table. It was obviously not a very calculated move.
Stunning. I said, take some balls. Take some serious balls.
Do you think this has anything to do with being on a little bit of a hot streak? People were saying your KFC radio appearance was great. You got the hockey show, maybe feeling a
Riding
little.
high.
That's usually what happens at Barstool is you can basically reverse engineer every fuck up to being like that person was just on a hot streak the last week
and we'll leave the
thought they were
place a
crushing
mess.
it. So
Who came in? Did Erica come in? Who took those
It
pictures?
was Resnick.
yeah.
Late night. We're like Rise in Boston, like an after hours club. Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, we are. Yeah, I guess we should start charging.
We have to have a doorman here at all times.
I mean,
Anything else?
This morning, Sunday night into Monday morning, 5 a.m., YP was here. Can we say who he was with? Is it out there?
Devils.
Okay, yeah. The guys from the Devils were here with him, particularly our guy Jimmy Hayes. And I guess Julie was coming in for Barstool Breakfast and saw...
Is Jimmy Hayes was here?
yes.
Fucking...
Oh, I
that
thought
guy's
that
going to catch a beating next time I see him.
But see, this is all why. This is how it all ties in, because I don't think I'm as down on this as you are.
I'm down.
The problem here is that so YP was partying with some guys till the wee hours, and it was first of all it was on the second floor, which is kind of where the business goes on. It should have been up here, and second of all, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups, solo cups left on like a kind of a communal table on the business floor, filled with beer, kind of like the aftermath of like a small keg party, small frat party.
Like, it looks like they might have been playing beer pong. When I first
Yes,
saw this picture,
yeah.
that's what it looked like to me.
Exactly that. So it wasn't, the place wasn't flipped over. I think the hockey net was out. You guys were shooting some puck?
It didn't end up happening, but I think that was one of the
Goalie
plans,
challenge
but-
type thing. Yeah. So
Goalie challenge with who? I wasn't here.
No, it wasn't goal.
well,
not
you know,
goalie
I'm just
challenge.
saying it's the same setup as the goalie challenge. So Julie saw it on the way in. There was some talk about what's going on. Who did this? Why wasn't it cleaned up? Erica sent a sternly worded email to everyone.
Some respect, please, was the subject.
Yeah, that
line.
was tough. That was a tough subject line. She said, "We've had this conversation before, but as a reminder for everyone here, this is a company, not a frat house. People work long and hard hours. We're lucky because our work is fun. When you cross that line, it's not just professional. It's not just unprofessional. It's disrespectful. Having to come into work on Monday morning and clear someone else's beers off your desk sucks. We're better than this. Have some respect, please." Which is all true. There's no denying that.
1,000% true.
But you seem to be pretty upset, Dave.
I just think it's a bananas move for YP to think he can come and host a party here. I just think bananas. I said on the ride when we were doing pizza, me and Frankie took a tour of fucking New Jersey today, which is a whole different ball game. But I think there's like 3 or 4 people who can do that. Like maybe me, you, Keith, and Dan. That's it. That's the only one who, like, yeah, we can go open up the office doors at any time and do something. Like, this email wouldn't be sent probably if it was one of those people. It's like, yeah, you got to deal with it. They do it. But YP, I mean, how long have you been here?
About a year and a half.
Yeah, you can't. YP
That's
can't
fair.
be doing
That's
5
fair.
a.m.
That's
Like, anybody can? Anybody can treat this like fucking Rise in Boston, like an after-hours club? No fucking way. Door. I don't care who the fuck it is. Like, we have 100 people now. This is not carte blanche to everyone who works here wherever you want to throw an after-hours party. That's just not what it is.
Yeah, it was a bad judgment call. I was trying to be cool with like a bunch of guys that just took me to One Oak. They're like, "Can we go to the office?" I'm like,
Well,
like, obviously,
and it's tough with like Jimmy Hayes is one of our
Text me,
guys.
say, "Can't go to your office." I'd be
that's-
go fuck yourself, Jimmy Hayes.
Right, but he's one of the guys. He's in the mix. We try to be cool with, especially with NHL guys. We like to have a good relationship with them. You want to keep a night going and just have a couple beers at the office. I mean, if the aftermath was worse than 5 cups on the table,
I'm not even the aftermath is not it. This
hear you.
office should not have people in it unless it's somebody like we're gonna.
But,
everyone
like,
has key cards to get in.
if it was like literally just his friends, I think that's a lot worse than like the Devils and someone in the league that we've worked with before and has appeared on videos before and all that stuff. I think that makes a difference.
I don't agree with that. I think it's equal. To me, it makes no difference who it is.
Yeah,
Fucking Jimmy Hayes. Jimmy Hayes is a buffoon.
yeah, but it's
We're
someone that
opening the office for Jimmy Hayes. Come on.
I'm just saying, you've done videos with him before,
Yeah,
right?
if I'm in the video or I'm coming in,
I understand.
I can
I'm
do
just
what
saying,
I want.
I'm not condoning what he did because it was just astronomically stupid. However, in his position, if they're asking him like, "Hey, can
No,
we
but
go
he's
to?"
like friends with these guys. It's not like they back him in a corner. It's not like he
Well,
hasn't
he
hung
wasn't-
out with them.
no, I should have just been like, "No, that's
isn't
the
like
dumbest idea
isn't
of all
one
time."
of them like your
Yeah.
best friends from home?
Not my best friend, but he's a good friend.
You're close
from
enough
home,
friends
yeah.
to tell him that they can't come up here.
Yeah, I mean like I said, I was trying to be like cool, and everyone's like, "Oh, where should we go? Let's go to the office." I'm like,
Yeah, because bars. I mean, yeah.
it was very stupid.
Very stupid.
I agree. And
Yeah.
also like I should have been like have enough of a backbone to be like, "Oh, this is a very bad idea." There's a lot of like places you can get in trouble in New York, but you have to do like really stupid things. An office with cameras and a million people that make content all the time is the last place you want to take a bunch of unruly people at 5 a.m. It's very dumb. If there is any silver linings, then now I can 100% be like, no one can. You know what I mean? Like
How
if
drunk
anyone
were
asks
you?
again, Wasn't even that drunk. I had a nice domestic weekend. I moved in on Saturday. Then
come on. With fucking Jimmy Hayes. Come on. Come on.
It was, yeah. All right.
When I got the email,
and they're trying to rip. They just got eliminated, right? So
Yes.
they're looking
I don't
to cut
want
loose.
these fucking slobs banging around
I
breaking
think
computers.
you got a problem with Jimmy Hayes. That's what I think.
I like Jimmy Hayes. I love the
Doesn't
Hayes.
sound like it.
I love the Hayes brothers. There's no chance I'm letting him in this office without me at 5 a.m.
I know you and Gaz are friends with him, and like I didn't want to be like, no, you're not allowed to come to Barstool. When it's like he could easily be like, I know Barstool longer than you. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't know. I mean, it's
5
wrong.
a.m. It's just
Yeah, it's stupid.
Eric,
my main issue is I don't care who it was necessarily. I don't care if it's NHL guy, Jimmy Hayes, somebody I like, somebody I don't like. We got 100 people. You don't. There's no green light to be like, yeah, we can go after hours to Barstool's office. That's not how this office operates. Rough and Rowdy, we had this issue last time where like there's a decent amount of people doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's like when it turns into like a loud environment and people are working, it gets a little bit difficult. Again, it really varies. Like, do I want schmoes having their buddies here just like fucking partying and leaving this place a mess? No.
Yeah, I will say too, the email was like one thing, but Erica, I've never seen her like mad.
Yeah.
And I'm like not even joking. She goes like, come in my office.
She's
And
like,
I,
"Are you
like,
kidding me?"
She
And I was
didn't
like,
even
"Oh,
like
boy."
know how to be mad. She was so mad. It was like the
Yeah, because
scariest thing of
it's
all
how
time.
she probably took it how I did. It's just an ultimate. It's just like total disrespect.
Yeah, but
That's
it
how I
was-
view it. It's
a
like, what
bonehead
the
move.
fuck are you thinking?
Very stupid. And
But I think it's
100%.
more that. I don't think he was like blatantly like, I don't
maliciously.
fucking care
No,
about the
no.
second
Wasn't being
floor.
malicious.
I'm going to disrespect
No, I
him.
totally-
We
Just like-
live in fantasy land.
dummy.
It's like that email that I blogged today of like the pizza party. I don't know if you saw that, like the corporate pizza. It's like the world, like most offices stink. You can do pretty much anything here. It's fun, but like that's just crazy. Like you're throwing an after hours party at 5
Yeah,
on a Monday. Like people are walking in.
I was
shit.
going to say it's tough too. Now we have Barstool breakfast and we got the morning show starting. So, but lesson learned. YP knows the deal now. Everybody knows the deal now.
I was about to say, nobody will be doing that
That
ever
will not be
again.
happening.
I
So,
guarantee.
unfortunately, YP was the one who had to blaze that trail. But
I mean, we
now
had to
it's
shut
done.
down Thursdays, right? Because people were doing like parties here and PMT records. So
Yeah.
it's like they're in here and it's a fucking riot scene out there.
Yeah, the worst was just if you ever try to record at night and you just hear the cornhole bags, just pow, pow,
Well-
pow, every 2 seconds when you're recording. It's a nightmare. Hours,
I think
girl.
Caleb at one point had a pretty good nightlife scene going
Oh
here.
yeah, oh yeah. No, I think the bar
And
was.
Caleb's crew, by the way, you can spot them a mile away. They're
Yeah,
like,
they
"Who
don't
are
blend
these
in.
fucking
They do
weirdos.
not. Let's hit a break. When we come back, we'll talk about that worst pizza party that you referenced.
Now, Lou, a lot of different people are hawking products around here, us included just now. Maybe the best spokesperson of all time, the most interesting man in the world.
No free ads.
No free ads. So, I don't even know what to say about that.
I don't care what he hawks products for. Just no free ads at this point.
100%.
He's a little shorter than I thought he was going to be.
Yes, we know who it is.
Of the most interesting man in the world being brought into Barstool by the least interesting man in the world.
I was going to say, hey, there's the most interesting man in the world. Next. No, never mind.
We'll workshop.
Well, fellas, who's the most interesting man in the world over there?
All right, bathrooms are in the back. If you gotta go to the bathroom, we do have Bud lattes behind the bar, but I know you're not into that.
We're gonna tee up the green screen.
I'm kind of the most interesting man in the world here at this office. So,
Is Brett just boys with him?
wait, did nobody know this guy was coming?
You should have Mr. Boyle.
Yeah, we can't.
In television, I never once took a sip of alcohol while, however you want to word it.
Alright.
You start with, it's true.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Right, whenever you're ready.
It's true. Really, in all my years of doing television commercials, I've never taken a sip to my lips, but never all the way.
Florida State.
What is it?
Safety, Florida State. You want me to write it? I can
Yeah,
write it.
oh yeah.
All right, I'll write it.
And, they,
This is the sports one. You got
and
it.
I'm just drinking right
Read
through
the
it,
lines.
right?
Keep drinking.
Cool. The pick is in. Derwin James, safety, Florida State. I don't always draft Florida State players high, But when I do, I make sure they're not kickers. Cheers. That's great. Welcome, friends, to Nate at Night.
Thank you, sir.
So, Lewis, obviously our most successful franchise, Nate at Night. You never know when an episode's going to come around, but you kind of get some indications. Nate's walking around. He's all giddy. He's telling jokes. He's talking to everyone. You know, he's just one of those guys you got to see to believe, you know?
Shooting star. He's a shooting star.
Shooting star. He's introducing. He told the band right before they played, he said, my 5-second intro is all anybody's going to care about. He said it straight to their face. So here's a little look behind the scenes at my favorite franchise, Nate at Night.
Fucking black pants, quarter zip. Look at him. He's bopping around.
Chewing a little gum.
Everybody in the right place? Everybody ready?
Riggs is such a dick.
Hey, video Eric.
Shut down the office for nobody. Oliver Tree is
It's like when you watch an episode of Cops and they try to arrest someone who's been on PCP.
I'm out of there.
Like superhuman strength. That's video Nate.
Big guy.
Super strength. He's got angel dust coursing through his veins. That's a good thing, Nate.
One has nothing to do with the
You
other.
have superhuman strength.
I'm not particularly
You can
jazzed
climb
up.
a mountain right now.
I'm not really jazzed up today.
It's like the highlight of the show, my 5-second intro, and you guys are just like, there you go.
You're a player. There you go.
You're good, Nate. Good? Oh, no, 1 second. Wait. Yep. Buddha. We do it on the side.
Yep.
There you go.
Come on.
Wed.
Alright. Welcome back. It's season 12 of Nate at Night, and today we have The Dangerous Summer. Let's go.
So a sudden change, and what's it all about? I know this week you're not the reason not to feed the sky. No, not tonight. Can I pull out all these stops? No, it's not helping hearing me say. I wish it was me in the car that day. The something made me stop and think of what you said. You know, meant to lie.
That's pretty fire right there. Oh.
Man, I hate my dad for not making photograph.
You hate your dad for a lot of reasons.
I mean, that's
For me. I mean, they obviously want to like start a conversation, but no free ads. But I mean, but damn, that's pretty fun. First name Riggs, it's me.
Is it in parentheses though?
No,
Damn.
a lot of birdies in this bag, boy.
That's a fucking unit.
Now, Lou, obviously we're happy to house the biggest Bruins fan in the world, Hockey Dave. I mean, he's the biggest journalist going. He got to the bottom of the issues in the locker room. He asked Jake DeBrusk what it was like to score his goal. He's talking about pucks on net, pucks on net, pucks on net, cycling. I mean, this is what the people need.
I don't know shit about hockey. Roll the clip.
Jake, that goal, I mean, the skating on that.
I'm Dan. Jake's over there. Sorry, I'm in his stall.
That was so confusing. So you didn't score the goal.
No, you want me to talk about his goal?
Yeah, I thought skating played a key component of that.
Yeah, no, it was unbelievable. He can fly, and he took a big hit on the play, and it was fun to watch.
Do you guys always stand in other people's stalls to confuse people?
Yeah, sometimes.
All right.
I mean, why wouldn't you stand in his stall, right?
I mean, I just saw it. Yeah, he had a big goal. So nice. All right. Tuca, everyone always talks pucks on net, pucks on net, pucks on net, pucks on net. As a goalie, shut him down third. Like, you're the opposite. So what goes through your mind when everyone's like pucks on net as the goalie?
We hope you see them, and there's no tips. I mean, they shot a couple. I saw them, and I got my blocker on one and whatever. But, when there's a lot of traffic and sticks flying across your face, it becomes tougher. So we just hope that you can see them and somebody either blocks it or you can just get a good look at it.
Great job. Congrats.
Thanks, bud.
Your microphone?
I still don't know who I interviewed that I thought was depressed.
Did you talk to him after? Was he like, no, he had no idea.
They said it was the Fortnite audio. They said it was the New Year fucking.
That's amazing.
Like a girl moaning really loud.
Yeah, it's like, listen to the Fortnite. Listen to the meteor hitting the
This is an unbelievable game. Probably playoffs must have been.
It was sad. I saw your tweet. When I was leaving here, she's like, Nardini was like, why didn't you go to the game? I'm like, fuck! I said, come on.
Place was jumping.
How was Rear Ad?
Rear Ad. Like, he brought me like pretzels. Complained about people muting them. Introduced me a couple of Charlestown buddies that like straight out Charlestown.
If the Celtics can pull this off, this series, then Sixers would be fun. We should lose that series, but
Sixers are not as good as people think they are.
no, they'd be better than us. They'd be favored.
Are they?
I would
They'd
think
be
so.
favored.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
I'm not
expect
convinced
us to
they are
win.
better than us.
I wouldn't expect us to win that series. I think they've lost once in like 26 games.
Well, no.
Any questions you wish you got out?
No.
No. He's pretty much covered all the bases, to be honest.
That super hot chick floats around like she owns the joint. Kramer.
Yep. She's like the in-house girl, right?
I saw Matty Martin before the game.
Yeah. He's sitting near you.
Yeah, it was up in press row, healthy scratch. He's like, I saw your preview to the game. Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, dude, all the guys agreed. Cycling was a huge part.
If you didn't know I was trolling, you wouldn't know it's a troll.
That's why I said, like, we're like, should we put this up on like Instagram? It's like no one would get it unless you knew who you were, because that was like questions that they ask every night.
How'd they not laugh? Like, how did
Just
Krug
you
not
saying
laugh?
like pucks on neck like 6 times in a row to Tuca, or was it like pucks on nets on net? You said it like 6 times in a row to.
What are you thinking when people say that? It's like,
you're on the other side. Pucks on net.
Right?
On net on net. Pucks
Well,
on net.
everyone's pucks on net, pucks on net. I thought Brandon strep.
Everyone comes in here sick. Prove a point.
A+, really solid. I said the follow-up questions being second to none. The positioning in the scrums was absolutely unbelievable. This is a natural. Guy's a natural.
That was like the scrum?
The scrum?
Yeah, the scrum, media scrum. I get shouldered out. One time, Yankee locker room, I was on playoffs right in front, and this guy, like with the camera said, "You take a knee, kid." It was really demeaning and embarrassing.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was in the wrong.
I learned in the Super Bowl, I'm not beyond this, will shut those people up real fast. Because at the Super Bowl, there's big stretches, and they'll do that.
Media. 1,000 people.
Media, and you move to this, I just turn the camera on them. They're not used to that move. It's like, oh, what, sir? Shut them up.
I have a mic so amazing.
I need more than one hit.
Yeah, they're not used to getting alpha.
No. I did want to ask the brusque. I just had the wrong one. What's the decision between putting the puck on net, skating, and cycling that puck? 'Cause that was a tough angle.
You just rushed the net.
Yeah, but you could have gone behind and cycled it.
What Manziel saying is solely responsible for Barstool's success.
I haven't listened. She told me about it. I haven't listened. Seems like kind of a stretch.
He said that I think shunning Dave on draft day made him grind harder, and now he's built a little empire. I think I'm almost solely responsible for Barstool's success.
Little huh?
He did shun us on draft day.
Yeah, he did.
He tells the whole story about it.
Says phone didn't work. Bullshit.
I think our story is more interesting than his story. He just had a great night. We threw trash in the dumpster.
Yeah, miserable.
No, we were in Boston. We were in Milton. And we drove down. No way. We drove all the way down. Yeah. We were texting with him all day, and then he got drafted and he went dark.
Phone broke.
Just forgot. And we sat at a restaurant waiting for the text, and then walked around
That's
Manhattan.
right down the middle. This guy stinks. Come on.
Now, Lou, I would say you and Dave are the two most degenerate gamblers, maybe Big Cat as well, in this office.
That's the holy trinity of the office.
Yeah. So when you're losing a game, you're sweating it out. Maybe 5 figures on the line, hypothetically. You don't want people jinxing
Hypothetically. Tax season, hypothetically.
Very hypothetically, it's April. I should have said that. But you don't want people jinxing it. It's baseball. Like, until a runner across the plate, we can't have people saying that people are blowing it, they're losing. You just can't.
I hate the fucking goddamn the backseat gambler who has 6 cents on the game and you're losing your entire paycheck.
Yeah.
I hate them.
I think Frankie didn't even have money on the game. He just told Davey, "Oh, the Mets are blowing it. The Mets are losing."
I can barely watch sports with people that don't gamble anymore.
No, but they're moving. The Mets just took out their pitcher.
It's just you get way ahead of yourself.
They scored a run though, didn't they? Wasn't it? They're down 1 now.
It's
Now
a
it's
big,
2-1.
big statement to say they're about to lose. They're still winning the
No,
game.
it's 2-1 Mets. The Cardinals are first and third, one out, and
just
he has
changed
the
the
Cardinals.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
For him to say
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Mets are about to lose, that's something though. 2-2.
Oh, nice.
Fuck yeah.
You know who really, absolutely needs the Cardinals to win now? Frankie. With that type of jinx.
I said that before even that. Like I just
you
felt
better
it.
hope that this turns out.
Wait, who did you say is about to lose?
I said the Mets are like about to blow it, and they did.
Oh,
Like, they did.
He tried to jinx me.
No, I didn't.
I thought
I
he said-
called it.
I thought he said the Cardinals are about to lose. That's why I was confused.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Everybody knows that he was so dominant at Penn State that he rendered defenses as indefensible as Joe Paterno. And a lot of experts are saying, much like every other top running back prospect in the last 10 years, that he reminds them a lot of Adrian Peterson. So reporting from the bridge next to the Chickies and Beats in South Philly, this is Angelo Antonio. Yes. Yeah.
He easily could have rolled to don't play before I said it. It would have been really over. Piss my pants.
So I added in this like buy a speaker.
I was just waiting on the bathroom.
Frankie jinxed the Mets and Cardinals.
Dave bet on the Cardinals. I walked over. I'm like, the Mets are about to like lose it, and then the Cardinals scored 2 runs, tied it up.
No, they did not score 2 runs.
I thought I was getting like ambushed for a second. I was
No.
like, what's going on? All 3 of you just looking at the bathroom door. I was like,
They didn't score 2 runs. They did not. It was 2-1 going into that.
When I went over to my
So the
desk.
Cardinals
There was one.
There's 2-2.
They said double
They
play.
scored 1 run.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing him a favor. I walked over to my seat. I'm like,
How
let me
was that
go.
a favor?
Because I didn't know you guys had the game on. So I went to my seat. I was checking the game for you guys. I saw that they were rallying. I came over. I'm like,
The
you
Mets
know,
are
I'm
about
like,
to lose? Is that what you
I
said?
just used the wrong word. I used the word lose. I'm like, you know, the Mets are like blowing this. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, but I switched it to.
Now, Lou, Tommy Smokes, you were there in Vegas. You've seen the magic.
The hand of God.
I mean, what do you got on Smokes right now? He's magic.
He's the most magic kid I ever met.
So he comes in. Dave got off the train. He's losing all his bets. Frankie's jinxing him. All of a sudden, would you look at that? Things start turning around.
Great. You want to hear a great Tommy Smoke story?
I would love to.
Yesterday was like the greatest passing the torch day of my life. Matt Brown, my guy, and Tommy Smokes were doing a side deal for Tommy Smokes' podcast. They both sold the short porch and made $1,000, and they were like high-fiving each other. I was like, everything's set in life. Like, I'm good at life. I've done everything I'm supposed to do.
Let's go!
I had this song ready!
How is he still in the fucking league? But how is he still trying to close games?
Tommy Smokes.
What in the fucking world is that about? How is Fernando Rodney still a fucking closer in the year 2018?
Tommy Smokes just smoked them up.
How is that possible?
I hate rooting for the Yankees, but when you have
Yeah, you're sick. You make me sick.
30 grand swing,
I don't fucking care. You can have 30 million. You
fucking
disgust
grand,
me.
Dave?
You fucking disgust me, Dave. You're gross. You have no soul. It's just about your fat fucking wallet, you dumb son of a bitch.
Watch out for that sun.
Unbelievable. You have no soul, Portnoy.
You make me sick.
We're back a little way off, but we
Tommy,
still got it.
Tommy, no, you get out. No, you were both
Let's
done.
go Cardinals.
No. Tommy, your fucking life as the good luck charm is done. Dave, you make me sick rooting for Yankees walk-offs. I don't care if it's $300,000.
No, you
and
gotta-
fuck
you
Fernando
gotta do a
Rodney
regular season
and his
baseball.
dumb fucking hat and his stupid celebration. I cannot believe anybody gives him the ball in the 9th inning of a game in the year 2018.
By the way, no.
Jay Bruce.
Regular
Give me
season,
a
I
baseball.
will never bet against the Red Sox. Only bet on them.
This
but
is
I
it.
will
You're a
gladly-
slave to the fucking money. That's all you care about. You have no soul. You have no integrity. You have no dignity. It's a good thing you live in New York now, because you just sold out all of Boston, you son of a
just, like,
bitch.
paper cut in my eye.
Sorry.
With the $100 bill.
Let's go to a break. I'm sorry. We'll be back. Barstool Radio on Parity 5.
And Zambrano, I didn't forget about you.
Can't believe that happened.
Someone just like cut his eye open.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. They're in first place. Oh, Familia's coming in. He's top 5. This guy's lights out. What are you complaining about, Kevin? This is what I'm talking about. Why does anybody ever question me when it comes to this fucking team?
This guy, Tommy Smokes, is one of the all-time...
Fuck you, Tommy Smokes.
Just for the people at home, I haven't bet a game with Tommy Smokes in weeks. I haven't seen him. He's been just on the move. Today, for the first time, I come in off the train. What do I do the first thing the elevator's open? I go, Tommy, we got problems. We got the Yankees are getting no hit. They're down 3-0, and I got the Mets down 2-0.
Shut up, Dave. Nobody fucking cares about you and your dumb little fucking
The
bed boy.
Yankees hit a
Shut
3-run walk-off in the bottom of the 9th.
This is about as bad as an afternoon as it gets.
The Mets just had a 3-2 lead. Nobody on in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. 2 strikes.
This is Familia.
We got a single and then a triple off the wall. We're all tied up, and it's a great day to play baseball.
Lou Waterworld, thank you for joining the show. Stool Seeds episode 60. Any last thoughts, Lou?
I just hope you invite me to the next party. That's all I want.
There will be no more parties. I can tell you that for sure. If there is, it will not be in this building.
I don't care if it's in this building, out of this building. I just don't want to not be invited to the next party.
All right. There won't be any, but if there are, you'll be invited.
Deal.
You're Glenny Balls.
Glenny Balls. You're Glennard Balls. You don't know
If
this.
I put your
Glenny
world
Balls, you don't know
knowledge
anything.
and general common sense on a ball scale,
1.7
ball.
I was gonna say 0.9 ball.
Better than 0.
0.7 ball, maybe 0.5 ball.
Exactly. You would not expect me to know who I am. It's not like it's like American. It's not
Glenny, when you came up to me that time with the cell phone, you're like, do you want to take this phone call as you were talking into the phone so Paul LaDuca could hear you? I knew then I couldn't put anything past it.
That was
nothing will surprise me with the balls.
That was negative balls.
That
Negative
was
balls.
somebody
Zero
could do that.
zero
was
balls.
capable of anything.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that one myself.
That was one of the most stunning moves I've ever been a part of.